Today we will discuss the brain, the nervous system and the ear. The nervous system is actually divided into three different types. The central nervous system, consisting of the brain and the spinal cord. Then there is the peripheral nervous system, consisting of the numerous somatic nerves that crisscross around our body. Then the third one is the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system, there is a parasympathetic system and a sympathetic system. The picture shows all these things in different colors so that it will be easier for you to understand. The yellow is given for central nervous system, the red or brown color is for peripheral nerves, then the violet thing shows the parasympathetic nerves, and the green ones show the sympathetic system. And each of these, you can see the branches going to the different parts, like to the arm and hand, then heart, kidney, spinal cord, everywhere these nerves go. And motor nerves, both motor and sensory nerves go in either directions. So this is what our nervous system is in a nutshell. And here I have shown how the parasympathetic and the sympathetic system are different in their action. See, on one side you will see the parasympathetic system will constrict the people in your eye. On the other side, the sympathetic will dilate your pupil. So opposite effects. The parasympathetic system will stimulate your salivation, whereas sympathetic system will inhibit your salivation. Parasympathetic will inhibit your heart, and the sympathetic will relax all your bronchi. Parasympathetic will constrict the bronchi and the sympathetic will accelerate your heart. So opposite effects on both sides. Similarly, the parasympathetic will stimulate your digestive activity and stimulate your gallbladder, contract your urinary bladder, whereas on the other side, the sympathetic will inhibit your digestive activity, stimulate the glucose release by the liver, secretion of epinephrine and norepinephrine from the kidney, then it relaxes the bladder, like that. Parasympathetic relaxes the rectum and sympathetic contracts the rectum. So action on bladder and rectum are actually opposite for both these. In this way, there is a balancing between these two systems. They are actually to balance your body. Whenever the body what your body needs, the system will just balance between. That is why these opposite effects are there for these two systems. In this picture, we will just discuss how the system and its nerves are related to the organs as we concern from the point of view of our therapy. Now, as we already have known, this is the brain and there is a spinal cord, and from the spinal cord the spinal nerves are passing to every organ in the body. Now, this is actually in a very specific way. On the cervical spine, there are 8 pairs of cervical nerves going in, one to the left and one to the right. So there are 8 pairs, means 16, no? Similarly, the thoracic nerves are 12 pairs, that means there are 24 thoracic nerves. Then lumbar nerves, 5 pairs means 10 on either side. Sacral nerves, 5 pairs, that is 10 again. Then the coccygeal part, there is a single one pair, that is only 2. So how much is the total? There are 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 5, 25 plus 5, 30, 30 plus 1, 31. 31 pairs means 62 nerves, 31 on one side, the other 31 on the other side. Now, actually this coccygeal nerve, one pair is in, a single pair is there, but it doesn't serve much purpose Of course it does, but not much in human beings, because we don't have a tail, no? It's a vestigial thing. Anyway, there are 62. Then there are 10 cranial nerves. 10 cranial nerves also, they are also in pairs, but because they are very close to the brain and they function in union with the brain, they are all, entire thing can be considered as only 10. So 62 plus 10 is the 72 actually. This one actually, the cervical is actually considered as a single unit, not the cervical, the cranial nerve system. Now the cervical nerves, you know, you can, in this figure you can see C1 to C8. These are the cervical nerves coming out of the spinal cord in the cervical region. There is the head and neck. The C2 goes to head and neck, C3 goes to diaphragm, like that, to deltoid and biceps on either side, the wrist extenders, the triceps, the hand, to all these sides up to C8 is going. Up to this level it is supplied by the cervical nerves. Now which area is this as far as we are concerned? This is the Vishuddhi Chakra area. So Vishuddhi Chakra area is, the cervical area is supplying all these things, including some of the main organs in your throat, which are also supplied by the laryngeal nerves and all those things, that things which directly go to the brain. There are other cranial nerves which are directly connected with that also. Then there are the thoracic nerves. Thoracic nerves are T1 to T12. These supply all the chest muscles, the abdominal muscles, all the organs in that area. All these things are supplied by the thoracic nerves. Then there are lumbar nerves, L1 to L5. These go to the leg muscles. Then the sacral. Sacral is the going to the S1 to S5, the bowel, bladder, that area, that sacral promontory, that area, entire area is, and this also controls your sexual function. So this part, the coccygeal and the sacral nerve form your Mooladhara. This is the Mooladhara chakra, the sacral plexus. Then this one, the lumbar plexus, is the actually the Manipura area. This one includes both Mooladhara and the Swadhisthana here. This one is Manipura. This one is Anahata, and this one is Vishuddhi. Then what about Ajna? Ajna goes high up. It is not included in this spinal division. It goes to the cranial center. That is the cranial nerve center from where every other thing is controlled. Here you can note the relationship of the auditory area. Auditory means the ear and the auditory function. That area with other areas like speech and language, how they are related to. See, this is the hearing area. It is given in a different color. And if you find that the speech area is just nearby it, and the language area is on the other side. Language and speech and the auditory area are in single line. Now if you go to the, now you think about the Ajna chakra, you know, this is the nose, the smell, the auditory and the olfactory. This is the auditory, this is the olfactory. Now, you know, you just go up just a little bit high up. This is the frontal area, this is the Ajna area. Now if you draw a line from the Ajna like this up to this, you find that the smell, speech, the hearing, the language and body awareness, the reading capacities, all these intellectual functions are in this, just this line, including the vision. The visual cortex is here. Touch and pressure is here. See, everything is here. So in this line, Ajna chakra line, lies all the cranial nerve functions in a single line. That is why all those 10 are considered as a single one. And then the Sahasrara contains everything, no? This one contains everything. So this thing is the last, the Ajna and the Sahasrara.